In this video, we're going to talk about Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff, week 3. And since these guys were traded in the offseason, we're kind of weekly keeping track of these guys from a Lions perspective, kind of see how they're both doing. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name's Chris. I make videos with my friend Craig. We're Detroit sports fans that are definitely homers, but we love to keep it real. So in this video, we're going to talk about those two guys, and we'll start with Stafford. Stafford does it again, big time game against the Buccaneers. Again, I go back to his confidence level in the offense, and I don't think it's his confidence level in the offense. I just think it is his confidence in his defense. So going against Tom Brady, knowing that, hey, look, I need to score some touchdowns, of course, but also my defense is going to give me a chance. We're going to have a chance. So I don't need to make the throws that I did in Detroit where, hey, probably isn't open, but I'm going to try to sling it in there because I can. But if it doesn't work, then it's a turnover. I saw that a million times in Detroit, especially at the end, right? There was seasons where the Lions were humming along there in 2012, 13, 14, 15 maybe. But these last 3 seasons with Matt Patricia and watching Stafford force balls and do things that it's just like, oh, man, so frustrating. He doesn't have to do that now. He does not have to do that with the Rams. So you saw him hit long throws. You saw him actually a little almost inaccurate, but it still works, is some of his like bubble screens and some of his screens to tight ends and to running backs, but still got it done. But the long ball, I mean, you just hit one of those. I mean, that's just a game changer. He hit one early, kind of in the first half, or I think it was the start of the third quarter, whatever, to Deshaun Jackson, and it's just like, okay, game kind of goes from there. So I just think this is why, I don't think this, I know this, this is why you trade those first-round picks for Stafford, right here. We're seeing it in the season, being able to make plays. The Rams do not care that they don't have first-round picks the next 2 years. They have Stafford. They'll figure it out after that, and that's why the trade was so good for them. As far as Goff, I keep saying it. I think he's doing great. I think he's doing great. Now, this game, of the 3 games, I thought he played the worst that he's played. But if you look at his numbers, I mean, efficient, no big numbers. He didn't turn it over. But there's a lot of mistakes at the line of scrimmage that I'm just kind of surprised about. So, for example, just like fumbling the ball at the line of scrimmage, turning the wrong way to hand off to the running back, tripping over his linemen, just little things that it's just like, man, I don't care how talented you are or how talented the team is around you. It doesn't matter. You got to be able to get the snap. You got to be able to hand the ball off 100% of the time, the 100% of the right way. You just have to do these things. And then, there was plays like on 3rd and, it'd be like 2nd and 3. Like, okay, we've got to get this first down or make a play here. Just it's 2nd and 3. It's what you dream of. And he, like, on shotgun, kind of fumbled it, and it took off the timing, and it was a loss of 1. So now we're 3rd and 4. And it's just stuff like that where it's like, man, instead of, you look over at Stafford, he's slinging it left and right, and you're just kind of moving the ball, positive plays. As a Lions fan, we just cannot afford to have those hiccups that we had against the Ravens. And we had it a bunch where it's like, hey, a lot's been made about the talent around Goff. Yeah, I get that, but there's so many plays that does nothing to do with talent. We jumped off sides. We had that huge penalty on the punt where we went out of bounds, and on that punt we forced a fumble. Would have had the ball like the 10-yard line. Instead, re-kick it. Fumbling the snap, bad snaps, fumbling over guys' feet. Just things that it's just like, man, it's so hard to watch because we don't have the margin of error. And those are the things. It doesn't matter how much talent you have. I could do that. I cannot do a lot on the football field, but I could take a snap and hand it off correctly. I really believe I could do that. So that's where Goff kind of messed up. But overall, I still like him. I still like him for what he's doing for our team and what he can do this year. And then for Stafford, obviously it's working. I mean, it's just the guy is great. We knew he would be, and as Lions fans, we're rooting for him. Again, I said earlier that maybe the Rams don't do good. We get a good pick from them, we get a high first-round pick maybe, but obviously that's not going to happen. The Rams are going to be a tough out for anybody, so they're going to go deep in the playoffs, and wish Stafford the best. He gave everything he could for however long he was here, and it's obviously working with the Rams. So we'll definitely update this next week, but Goff goes against the Bears next week. Hopefully he can get it done. But I like what Goff's doing. He had his worst game of the 3, I thought, but he kind of kept us in there, kept us right in there, didn't make mistakes, and ultimately, you know, it took a world record field goal to win. And hats off to the Ravens, and we'll go to Chicago. So hope you've enjoyed this video, and we'll see you guys on the next one.